Well, the first person I ran into was Yadav, S.R. Yadav, who was admissions officer. He was just he thought admissions is his personal, individual responsibility, faculty or no faculty, director or no director, he would guard the admissions process like a hen would guard the chicken. So he was kind of obsessive about it, which was amazing. And when I got to know him a little better, I discovered he was like that in his personal life also. I mean, he was very rigid and very methodical in his income tax filing and so on and so forth. I got to know him that way. Then there was a gentleman called Sashi Nair, who subsequently went to IIM Udaipur. And I also taught a few courses in IIM Udaipur after I retired. Sashi Nair was an outstanding person. In MDP, there was a person called Santhanam. And then, of course, Narendran also came. Narendran had left and gone to Dubai or Saudi Arabia, and then he came. So, Santhanam was, I mean, the kind of devotion these people had is Ganpati, who was PDP chairperson for a while, whose daughter became an FBM student later. So, staff was wonderful. I mean, staff was very devoted. As a matter of fact, let me tell you in this little anecdote, when I retired, so there was this customary function in the Louis Kahn Plaza. So I think, if I am not wrong, there were about 3 or 4 faculty colleagues there. But the staff was there in full. And that was very heartwarming. And even subsequently, whenever I visited the campus after we moved to Delhi, the staff was just wonderful. My secretary is a lady called Sugudha Nair. And I miss her and I love her to death. She was a living embodiment of excellence. I mean, if she ever made a mistake, she would actually recoil with anger. I mean, she was my secretary for about 15 years. She just was excellence personified. And I must also add that when I became dean, she came with me to Wing 5, which used to be the director and dean's office. And after I finished with being dean, I came back to Wing 12, and she came back. I didn't think much of it at that time. But subsequently, I learned that as the secretary of the dean, she was getting some additional money. So she gave up that money to come back and continue working with me.